It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear.
Right.
But one thing's for sure, we will not control it.
Artificial superintelligence, humanity's last invention.
Can machine think?
1950s, we had a generation of scientists, mathematicians, and philosophers with the concept of AI culturally assimilated in their minds. One such person was Alan Turing, the young British polymath who explored the mathematical possibility of AI.
Turing suggested that humans use available information as well as reason in order to solve problems and make decisions.
So why can't machines do the same thing?
This was the logical framework of computing machinery and intelligence, and how to build intelligent machines, and how to test their intelligence.
Brain simulation.
If there is one thing that has been learned after 60 years of research, it is that building an artificial intelligence is difficult.
One of these approaches has already been discussed, namely evolutionary programming. Another potential shortcut is whole or partial brain simulation.
If the brain is composed of neurons in the same ways that a computer is composed of transistors, and if one could analyze the implicit circuit diagram for our brains, then one could implement our brains directly on a computer by simulating neurons. It might require a large computer with specialized hardware.
Simulated versus real intelligence.
Some peoples have argued that a computer can never have real intelligence. Arguments based on provenance are also simply non-scientific, because science is only interested in what can be observed.
If an object matches the observable criteria for being intelligent, a more meaningful question is what criteria should be.
Manipulation of human behavior.
Many firms collect an enormous amount of data as an input for their artificial intelligence algorithms. It is an issue that extends far beyond the digital giants, giving comprehensive AI algorithms a central role in the digital lives of individuals carries risks.
One potential threat from AI in terms of manipulating human behavior is so far understudied. Manipulative marketing strategies have existed for a long time. However, these strategies in combination with collection of enormous amounts of data for AI algorithmic systems have far expanded.
AI potential manipulation.
When AI systems are designed by private companies, their primary goal is to generate profit. Since they are capable of learning how humans behave, they can also become capable of steering users towards specific actions that are profitable for companies, even if they are not users' first best choices.
The possibility of this behavioral manipulation calls for policies that ensure human autonomy and self-determination in any interaction between humans and AI systems. The first important step to achieve this goal is to improve transparency over AI's scope and capabilities.
Quite often it is said that AI systems are like a black box, and no one knows how they operate exactly. As a result, it is hard to achieve transparency.
HAL 9000.
HAL 9000 is a fictional artificial intelligence character, and the main antagonist in Arthur C. Clarke's Space Odyssey series. HAL, heuristically programmed algorithmic computer, is a sentient artificial general intelligence computer that controls the systems of the Discovery 1 spacecraft, and interacts with the ship's astronaut crew.
While part of HAL's hardware is shown toward the end of the film, he is mostly depicted as a camera lens containing a red or yellow dot, with such units located throughout the ship.
The scene in which HAL's consciousness degrades was inspired by Clarke's memory of a speech synthesis demonstration by physicist John Larry Kelly Jr., who used an IBM 704 computer to synthesize speech. HAL's capabilities, like all the technology in 2001, were based on the speculation of respected scientists.
Marvin Minsky, director of the MIT Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, CSAIL, and one of the most influential researchers in the field, was an advisor on the film set. In the mid-1960s, many computer scientists in the field of artificial intelligence were optimistic that machines with HAL's capabilities would exist within a few decades.
For example, AI pioneer Herbert A. Simon at Carnegie Mellon University had predicted in 1965 that machines will be capable, within 20 years, of doing any work a man can do.
Meta-intelligence.
We can use write programs using programs. The notion of programs that can generate other programs is called metaprogramming. It can create own program generating system to programs. Meta-intelligence has so many sides. For examples, Python interpreter, evolutionary algorithms, genetic algorithms, GE metaprogramming. We use meta-intelligence for AI. Example 4.
What is the Matrix?
In 1999, our obsession over the future simmered within a stew of life-changing technologies, then widely known as .com. Our imaginations were running wild when at the perfect moment Warner Brothers released its science fiction classic, The Matrix.
Humans in this story were sustained by an all-encompassing system of machines and tubes that met their physical needs, while an even more all-encompassing virtual reality game provided for their emotional needs.
The grim end game of The Matrix embodies everything we dread most about artificial intelligence. Humans, sated physically and lazy enough intellectually to accept the rules of our collective virtual world, cease to create.
Stripped of the need to meet a challenge, we abdicate our duty to learn. The game becomes static and we lose perpetually.
We are building the Matrix right now. It is essential that we stay on top of what it can do for us.
Dark side of combat AI.
A movement known as explainable artificial intelligence, XI, which argues that autonomous systems should be able to explain their motives and actions.
Chief among XI advocates is DARPA, which has launched a program focused on what it calls third-wave AI systems.
Furthermore, XI can work hand-in-hand with accountability measures to enforce data privacy legislation, thus greatly diminishing the threat of dark AI. Therefore, legislative bodies should consider the inclusion of XI when formulating laws that entail artificial intelligence regulation, as explainability in itself can be utilized to police AI's abilities.
Ethics standards for AI are nothing new and are necessary to combat dark AI. However, the current situation is not sufficient. AI is not going anywhere but forward, and every new application of artificial intelligence opens another window for autonomous systems to weaponize data and pursue a dildoing.
However, by placing a legislative emphasis on accountability measures, XI, defeating bias, and the enforcement of ethical guidelines, it is possible to combat dark AI.
Darkness of AI and machine learning.
Creates an opportunity for cyber attacks, and cybersecurity is one of the vectors that AI technologies seem to be targeting.
Hackers find it easy to break AI systems because they use codes have flaws and are usually a combination of several programming methodologies.
The black box problem.
The black box problem is that AI applications rely on machine learning algorithms or neural networks to mimic the functioning of the human brain.
The problem is that it is impossible to explain how these algorithms manage to produce accurate results.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes.